17, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Washington football team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A man from just south of here in McDonough, it's Antonio Gibson.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Kaepernick going to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
Breaks through the contact. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
They give him 6.
Be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. To throw is Kaepernick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Ryan. Throw right side caught by Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Mike Davis, such a revelation for the Panthers last year, subbing for the injured Christian McCaffrey much of the season. Did a nice job running the ball, but wound up with 59 catches, easily a career high, and the 4th most by a running back in the NFL.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Play action, Ryan. That's complete to Gallman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
And here's a give to Gibson.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. To throw, Kaepernick. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll go down at the 28. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second down and 3. Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Second and 8 coming up.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards. And also bring up 4th. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
This is Davis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll find Hall. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Again, Ryan. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Kaepernick. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. First down, Gibson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
John Kaminsky able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Ryan.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown on the season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ryan. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Davis. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. One incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
That one goes for 24 yards. Kaepernick now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Tuesday.
To throw again, Ryan.
They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Ryan on target to Pitts. First down, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tuesday. 22.
Ryan will throw again.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. To throw again is Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Davis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there.
John Kaminsky got him down defensively.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete.
Oh, it don't matter.
Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Play action. It's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Ryan trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
21.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second and 8. Gibson again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Hey, 91.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line where it, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give to Davis. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down, here's Gibson again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans.